Welcome to my almost daily streams. We are building sets from my backlog from the Lego Group, who are worth billions and billions of dollars. So now that the semester at grad school is over, I'm going to be spending my summer vacation doing a whole bunch of stuff with my Lego collection, and I've decided that I'm going to be doing almost daily live streams, and I'm going to call this series Building Lego Sets Daily, because I've got a lot more time to build sets from my backlog. I have sets that are taking up space that I need to use for other stuff, and I want to get all these sets built. So I am excited to build a whole bunch of sets over the summer. Today it is the 19th of November 2025, and hopefully we'll be able to get some stuff done until the end of February 2026. So if you're in the jungle chat over on Instagram, I'm going to put up the invites to all of my almost daily streams, which is every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which is every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, except the weeks when I do the minifigure streams with Heather. That's the only time I'm not going to put up invitations. So if you're in the jungle group chat on Instagram, then you'll always have that link. And if anyone who's not there wants to request to join me to talk about Lego for at least half an hour, 5 days of the week, then we can do it. So for at least until the end of the month, I need to get some of these Formula One sets built. So I'm going to do it while I talk with some of you guys, and who knows, if anyone wants to come onto the panel, then we can talk with those people as well. So who do we have in the chat today? We had Dina at the start. Not sure if you're still here, Dina. We have Hoarder, we have Johnny, and we have Blue. Hello, everyone. Good to see all of you here today. So don't forget to leave a like on the stream to tell YouTube that you like watching my streams. So we left off at bag 2 of the Williams Formula One Nigel Mansell car. And I've got the other bags down below underneath my table. So what do we want to talk about today, guys? What do we want to talk about today? Does anyone in the chat have anything Lego related they want to talk about? Because I'm happy to talk about anything Lego related that you guys want to talk about. We need to build some Technic stuff right here. So I think we're building the axle with this red piece. And this is my second of these upscaled Formula One cars that we're building. Sadly, I don't think Oscar Piastri is going to win the championship. So it's bittersweet. He's had a good season, but I don't think he's going to win the championship. He's fizzled out at the end of the year. But I need to get these sets built. What kind of pirates do you want to talk about, Johnny? Oh, I think I built this wrong. Yeah, I built this wrong. I put those bushings on too early. What kind of pirates do we want to talk about? Because I can talk about any of the eras of pirates. And another reason why I have pirates on my mind is because there's this channel called Vintage Bricks that's been uploading videos for over 3 years now about vintage Lego. I watched the majority of his castle videos, and now I'm in the process of watching his Pirates videos, and that only makes me think about Pirates more. Black Friday Lego. Yes, so I watched a video by Stud City before this stream started, and I was looking at the Lego website yesterday and saw some of the gift with purchases they're going to be having for the week of Black Friday and Insiders Weekend. And there's not too many expensive sets on my wanted list right now. In fact, there's nothing on my wanted list that costs over 200 Australian dollars, because I bought and started building the vending machine on some of my live streams, or on the live stream I did over the weekend with some of you guys in chat were actually on that stream. And I already got the medieval town square about a month ago now, so there's no expensive sets on my wanted list right now. And I define expensive as anything over 200 Australian dollars. But there's some, I looked at what the promos are going to be, and one of them is castle related. It's a micro scale build of the Knight's castle and a micro scale build of, I think, the Black Knight / Dungeon Master's castle. And I think they look really cool. It harkens back to that 60th anniversary microscale 5-pack they did in 2018. So you guys might call me crazy for saying this, but I'm thinking about, well, because the 90th anniversary castle is on the retirees, I'm thinking about buying a third one of those, especially if it's 30% off or 5 times insiders points. I'm thinking about buying a third copy of that castle because it's the best Lego castle ever, objectively. And to get all of those more minifigures. Sorry, there's planes flying overhead. Oh, I need to make 2 of these builds. One for each side of the axle. So I'm thinking that's my plan, because the threshold for some of those, or the threshold for the big one, I think is going to be 410 Australian dollars. So if the 90th anniversary castle gets to 30% off, that'll cost 420. So that'll meet the threshold to triple stack the gift with purchases, because there's one that's 65, one that's, I think, 250, and the other one, the microscale castles, which is 410. So I think that's going to be my plan. What's everyone else's plan for the Black Friday sales and the Insiders Weekend? Hello, random stuff. I am building the... Actually, let me go get the box, if I can. I'm building... Actually, let me see. No, that's the wrong box. I'm building... I'll just show the front of the instructions to show people what I'm building. I'm building the Lego Formula One Williams and Nigel Mansell car set. Yeah, so that's what I'm building, because I'm a big Formula One fan, and this comes with the Nigel Mansell minifigure, who was a Formula One driver in the 80s and the 90s, and I bought this for the same reason I bought the McLaren Ayrton Senna car, because that also came with the Ayrton Senna minifigure. And so I have a dream of them making a Michael Schumacher Ferrari. That would be cool. And I want them to make a Sebastian Vettel Red Bull as well. That would be pretty cool. and possibly a Lewis Hamilton Mercedes. But I think Lego will take their time to see how well those sets sell before they think about making another one of these types of sets. They in 2026 they are coming out with the Formula One helmets, which will be the Formula One versions of the Star Wars helmets that they've been making for a few years now. So I'm probably only going to buy, if they come out with an Oscar Piastri helmet, I'll buy Oscar Piastri's helmet because he's my favorite driver right now. Okay, so we got those axles done. So now this needs to slide. How's this going? Okay, so how do I orient this right? So we need the angled plates at the front. That goes over there, and this ball joint slots into this hole right here. So I'll rotate this so you can see what I'm actually doing. Get those ball joints in right. There we go. And now there's a little bit of engine detail at the front. Actually, no, not in the front, and behind the axle. So we're going to build this, and it's on a pair of upright brackets. So, like I've put out a couple places on social media, I'm going to be streaming for at least half an hour for all of these almost daily streams. And I'm trying to test the algorithm with all of this to see how many of the spikes in doom scrollers that I can get. I got good results on the Saturday night, Sunday stream I did over the weekend. So I'm just trying to see if I can repeat those numbers. Actually, no, this is on the wrong way. This is on the wrong way. You need to pull this out. That's hard to pull out. I need to rotate this around the other way. I have no idea why that's oriented like that. Okay, and there's something that goes over the top here. So is there anything else that anyone in chat wants to talk about? Hey Dina, you're still here. Good to see you here. Is there anything that you wanna talk about, Dina, as we're building this set? Because I know I introduced you to some of those pirate minifigures the other day. Dina says, I'm happy Lego brought back the standard pieces and new pet pieces. Oh, so did they figure out their situation with the tariffs in the US? Did they, Dina? Have to put on some of these vertically half round painted gold curved tiles. Those are cool pieces. Hey RC, good to see you here, buddy. Okay, well, it sounds like American Lego bricks and pieces pick-a-brick online customers can buy the standard parts again, as well as the best sellers. I know I've been talking with people who have been holding off ordering stuff from Lego online because of all those delays from the tariffs. So I guess they figured it out just in time for Insiders Weekend and Black Friday week. Hello, Cole Nelson. Good to see you here, buddy. Right now, we're building the Nigel Mansell Lego Formula One Williams car because we already built Ayrton Senna's McLaren car on previous live streams, and I started building this a while ago, and it's been sitting on my to build pile. I think I only built the first bag, and then I stopped it and moved on to other sets. But we're back at building this, and while I'm doing live streams almost every day for the next 3.5 months, gonna be building lots of Lego sets from my backlog every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So if anyone ever wants to watch my streams, you just have to remember the mayohosko channel almost every day at 9 p.m. Eastern. Oh, you came over here from Timmy's server. Yeah, thanks for finding me here, Cole. Okay, just trying to figure out where to put these. So that goes in this empty gap here. And those gold pieces goes around those Technic pins to lock those pins into place. Yeah, so hopefully we can get to double-digit viewers and double-digit likes, and at a minimum, all of these streams will be half an hour long. But if we can have engaging conversations, then that means the streams go. That means that I will stream for longer. Hoarder says the problem I have is that everyone is always streaming at the same time. There are 4 people I'm friends with. Oh. Well, that's why we appreciate the lurkers. And also, because I'm streaming 5 days a week, that gives my friends who all have a different schedule more time to prioritize who they want to watch every day. Because since I am going to be streaming for 5 days per week, there's no pressure for everyone to watch all of my streams. The reason why I'm streaming 5 days a week is to give my friends who are more active on different days of the week a chance to see me, because not everyone can see me on certain days of the week. So by streaming so many days per week, that lets people prioritize who they want to hang out with each day and gives people the chance to hang out with different people every day. That was my philosophy. Because some days are more busier for some people than others. And so, I mean, this is all experimental. The fact that I'm trialing vertical streams, except for my streams I do with Heather, where we need to be horizontal for screen sharing. But while I'm building sets from my backlog, they don't need to be horizontal. But if I'm doing a stream where I need to share something, oh shit. Sorry, I need to do something on my phone. I forgot. It's 12:50 p.m. and I'm charging my phone as I'm doing these streams. Yeah, so it's experimental because I'm doing vertically. And a part of that experiment is to see if I can get more average views, more average watch times, because I've got my 1,000 subscribers. So thanks everyone for 1,000 subscribers. Now I just need the watch time hours. So, you know, and I've seen a lot of my friends who have enjoyed doing vertical streams. So why not have fun doing that as well? So I need to do something. And as a part of that, I'll get to know which days my friends are available on, and also gives more people the opportunity to talk to me on days where they are available, because there's some people who I talk to every single day, but there's some people who I only talk to once or twice per week. And I want to strengthen my relationship with some of those people who I only talk to once or twice per week, to make them feel more included in the community. Hello, Billy. Good to see you here, buddy. Says, what do they give you for passing the amount of watch hours? Well, when you pass 3,000 watch time hours, you qualify for the membership program and super chats on stream and super stickers. And the reason why I want that is so that I can do my charity stream for Movember, where I will shave my mustache for Movember and raise money for charity. That's the main goal for me doing all of this. Hello, San1. Good to see you here, buddy. And so that's part of the reason why I want memberships, is to be able to execute my charity stream in the way I want to do it. But also because there are some people who want me to pay for StreamYard, because some of the things we used to do on streams are now locked behind a paywall. So for all of those people who want to see me pay for StreamYard, when we qualify for the membership program and super chats, they can put their money where their mouth is, if you know what I mean. Because we formed the Paradisa fan club because of my streams, and people in the Paradisa fan club are motivated. Well, I'd think would be motivated to help me out with that. So I'm not going to pay for StreamYard again until we get that. And then when you get 4,000 watch time hours, then you qualify for advertising commercials on your content. But I don't care about the advertising. I care about wanting to do my charity stream. So I have this pipe dream of when I do get monetized, of hopefully I'll be in that position by October of 2026. Theoretically, all of the revenue I get from YouTube and memberships and super chats would be reinvested into the channel to pay for things like StreamYard and other perks. And all of the money I'd theoretically earn from advertising would go to pay for the props I use in my content, i.e. the Lego sets. That's all theoretical. And so for the time being, I need to build up to all of that. And the way I'll build up to all of that is building sets with all of my awesome friends and viewers. So anyway, back to where we are. We need to do a reverse of this, and because we've got good conversations, let's keep it going, everyone. So, what's everyone's plan for the Black Friday sales and the Insiders weekend? Because I'm going to say, if they put the 90th anniversary castle on either 30% off or 5 times Insiders points, I'm probably going to buy my 3rd copy of that set to get the stack of gift with purchases. And also because I got my tax return at the start of the month, so I have the money to buy it. So what's everyone's plans for Black Friday and Insiders Weekend? Because those are my main plans. And if anyone else wants to talk about any other thing Lego related, I'm happy to engage in your conversations. Okay, now we're building more Technic stuff. So this is for the top of what we're building right now. Got these white lift arm pieces. Hello, Chris L. Welcome to the mayohosko stream. Billy says, I already spent too much at Walmart and Target on Speed Champions and City Lego. So what kind of Speed Champions and City sets did you buy, Billy? Because probably my next Speed Champion and purchase, besides waiting for good deals on some of the Formula One cars, is I want to get the Lightning McQueen Speed Champion that'll come out next year. And I'm also waiting for one of the Australian retailers to have a sale on that Soapbox Racer Bridge whatever set, because there are some retailers who priced matched with Amazon. I'm waiting for someone who will have that set on sale below the Amazon price. It's due to retire at the end of the year, so hopefully one of them has a sale on it for the Black Friday sales. Horda says, have you seen the new Gardens of the World set and the Asian 3D picture or the Paris picture? They all look good. I don't think I've seen any of those. Dina says, I think we might have the day off at TMC for Black Friday. Plan on hitting stores in person because I love shopping out and about. I already did buy stuff from Walmart, nothing from Lego yet. Yeah, I know other people who scored sets on sale at Walmart and Target, because seems like now they're having a lot of pre Black Friday week sales. Oh, we just hit 10 viewers. Let's see how long we can sustain that. So don't forget to leave a like on the stream if you haven't done so already. And also, there's that whole drama with what I'm referring to as the insider trading. People buying sets at full price, then returning them to Target and buying them again at the discounted price. That sounds like insider trading, if you ask me. So I don't know what everyone's thoughts about that is, but I've heard a lot of people complaining about Stud City for promoting all of that. Chris says, I love that car. I love this car too, because I like this scale of build, and I'm trying to collect all of the Formula One minifigures I care about, which is why after building this set, I've already built the Nigel Mansell from this set. I want to go on to Bricklink and buy the Michael Schumacher minifigure. Because in my opinion, Michael Schumacher is the GOAT. Other people will argue for Ayrton Senna. Other people will argue for Lewis Hamilton. But I will always argue for Michael Schumacher. Okay, so we need some more white Technic pieces. Oh, I hold a tell moments that I say happy birthday to him. And also, Mr. Blue, if you're still in chat, when we do the stream on Saturday night, we're going to wish you a happy birthday, because you comment on my streams more than anyone else. Okay, I built that wrong. Sorry, I need to take this apart. I put these axle pieces in the wrong place. Need to put them on the other side of the Technic beams. Ugh! So Billy got the garage, the excavator, the tractor with the sheep, and 2 packs of the Aston Martin, BMW, and Mercedes. Nice. You know, when the City Formula One cars came out, I did think about buying some of them, but the more I thought about it, I was like, I'd rather just stick to the Speed Champions and the upscaled cars. I've got both of the upscaled cars. I just still need to get those Speed Champions. Unless I see, probably more likely, the pit stop than the garage or the transport truck. I might think about buying the pit stop, because there was a pit stop set from 2004 that was on a road base plate that I always liked. And so that would be nostalgic. I think I still own that base plate. I never bought the set, but I bought the base plate separately. Okay. So there's a Technic brick that goes... Actually, that doesn't work out. I see. I need to put this on the inside. I'm building all of this wrong. Yeah, I need to take this off again. I didn't build this right. That grey piece goes in there. And what I'll do is I'll get this other grey piece and put it in before I clamp it down. So we've gone over the half-an-hour mark. So is there anything else that anyone wants to talk about? This is really hard to put in. My fingers are going to get sore trying to squeeze these pins in. There we go. And these pins are oriented vertically. And let's clamp these in. And then that goes on there. Actually, no, sorry. Yeah, that goes on there. And gotta squeeze them into these holes on both sides. And there we go. Okay, so now, and actually I forgot to put this brick on. There we go. Now that brick is in place. So now we need to come to the front of the build and put some of these pieces on. And Billy says they were showing off some new sets today and a little castle gift with purchase. Yes, that's what I was talking about earlier. The little castle gift with purchase. It looks like it's going to be a micro scale version of the Knight's Castle and the Black Knight's Castle. And I know the threshold here is going to be 410 Australian dollars. And so if the 90th anniversary castle gets to 30% off, that'll be 420. So if that's the case, I'll buy it. But if it gets 5 times insiders points, that'll be essentially 25% cash back worth of insiders points, which is the other situation where I'd consider buying that set. The other situation would be to buy a lot of the sets in my wanted list, or a bunch of small and medium-sized sets that are in my wanted list. That some of them are up for retirement. So there's 2 different avenues that I'm going to go with. And I wonder if any of the Insiders Weekend deals will last into Black Friday week. I've got plenty of money from my tax return to take advantage of those deals. So I'm just going to wait and see. I'm just going to wait and see. We'll see how it goes there. Oh, we're back up. We're back up to 10 viewers. Yeah, so Chris, this is so previously I built Ayrton Senna's McLaren upscaled Formula One car set. Now we're building the Nigel Mansell Williams version of the upscaled Formula One sets. So I'll get out the instructions and show the picture of the instructions again. This is what the final build is going to look like. And I'm at the end of building bag 2 right now. And so I would really like it if they come out with a Ferrari Michael Schumacher car, a Mercedes Lewis Hamilton car, and a Red Bull Sebastian Vettel car. I forget which team Niki Lauda drove for, but whichever team he drove for, I could see that happening. I could see them making an Alain Prost car, if we're talking 80s drivers. And I think probably less likely, but would be interesting if they make the Fernando Alonso Renault car from when he won the World Championship in 2006. Right now, Fernando Alonso is driving for the Aston Martin team. So Chris likes the Porsche 935. So are you more of a fan of the touring cars than the Formula cars and the other open wheeled races? I think I'm more of a fan of open wheel racing, which is one of the reasons why in American autosports I like IndyCar more than NASCAR. But they've never made an IndyCar set. They've made, I think, 2 or 3 NASCAR sets. There was that Speed Champions, and there's that Technic. But in terms of the NASCAR, I think it would be cool if they made a Jeff Gordon, a Dale Earnhardt, and a Jimmy Johnson, those characters in cars. Hey Alexandria, good to see you here, buddy. And you know what? Now that I know that you're around, I need to do that thing that we talked about earlier. I need to go to my channel, and I need to go to the browser of my chat. Oh, I see we got 9 viewers, right? No, so I see we got 9 likes right now. Let's get one more like to bring this up to 10, everybody. So now I'm going to add Alexandria as a standard moderator. So the next time you comment Alexandria, you should see the blue spanner wrench next to your name, because we talked about that yesterday. Also, hello, Owen. Good to see you here, buddy. Billy says, I think they should do a Chaparral 2J, the refrigerator car from 1970. Which racing league was that in Billy? Which racing league was that in? Okay, so we're building something, I think, behind the front wing right now. Yeah, and because Alexandria is here, probably go to an hour and we'll end this stream. Haven't got many bags left. No, haven't got many pieces. Probably about half a century left to go. Maybe not even that. Maybe a quarter century. But I built this wrong. So I need to pull this out again. Good thing they come with a brick separator in this set. There's a 1x1 stud. And is it open or closed? Yeah, it's open. Who are you saying poor you about, Chris? Okay. Okay, now there's a little build for, I think, an air diffuser. So we need a 1x1 round black brick, then a dark grey headlight brick, and then a grill 1x2 cheese slope. And where does that go? Where does that go? I'm not seeing where that goes. That's weird. Oh, there's another cheese headlight brick that's supposed to go there. There we go. Okay, so that goes on, and that goes, I think, where does it go? Yeah, so those go in those empty gaps there. Okay. Billy says, remember it being from Gran Turismo video game. Oh, it's one of the gaming cars. I gotcha. Not sure what league, but it got banned for being too good. I think that's kind of how. I guess cars being overpowered is why some countries have banned the Nissan Skyline car that Paul Walker drove in Fast and Furious. That's one of the only other Speed Champions cars I own. The first Speed Champions car I bought was the Ferrari F40 that came out last year, because that's my favorite car ever, the Ferrari F40. Because if you're a Ferrari fan, you either like the old school F40 or the new age La Ferrari. You either like the straight lines of the F40 or you like the curvature of the La Ferrari. You can't like both cars at the same time. You're either one or the other, old school or new age. Personally, I like the way the hood of the F40 is, well, it's curved, but it's only on one axis. Just the simplicity of it is what I'm attracted to, while looking aerodynamic at the same time. And of course, it's got the spoiler at the back, and I'm a sucker with cars that have spoilers, even if they're a factory custom add-on. I like seeing street legal cars with spoilers at the back. Okay, and then this goes on there, which goes on the other side of this car. Cool, that goes on the other side of that car. Oopsie, I forgot to put one of those black curved pieces in there. So that's a horizontal orientation. Yeah, and I need to turn this around like there. Actually, no, I need to turn it around to the side profile. And I'm not sure what this is for. Goes onto the corner here. I forget which detail that ends up becoming. But that goes on there. In front of these bright light orange pieces. So that goes in front of the engine block. Oh, maybe this is shoulder supports for the driver's compartment. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be. But something else I've been thinking about while I have been planning for these almost daily streams is, well, because I'm not in grad school right now, I need reasons to wake up in the morning. So I think how I'm going to structure my day from now on is I'm going to wake up, I'm going to watch my sports shows while doing gaming, then I'm going to have breakfast, then I'm going to do these streams, then I'm going to go watch my friends, and then after I'm done watching my friends, do stuff in the garage where the majority of my Lego collection is at, including my sitting. I think that's going to be my daily routine before and after these almost daily streams. So we got those built. Oopsie, I put a red jumper on. No, sorry, I put a blue one on instead of a red one. So let's put that red one on. And there's a grey round tile that goes in front. Yeah, so we got those shoulder pieces. And I think this is side walls. They need headlight bricks. And I think there's a sticker that needs to go on there. It's sticker number 27. It's a thing that says Williams Engineering, because that's the team name. And I didn't know, well, so I forgot until I bought this set out again, is that the Williams team uses the Renault engine. They use the Renault engine in their cars because I think when Renault pulled out of having their own racing team, they just became an engine supplier for the Williams team. Because you can see the stickers on the engine compartment that says Renault. And we need to build more shoulder walls on the other side. That's just plain bricks. And now above here, we build the back of the seat. And that's where those blue jumpers come in to play. And they use some black cheese slopes to get the shape of the seat right. And there's some stickers that go on those red curved slopes that say Sabelt. I'm not sure what that's about, if it's a sponsorship or whatever. Or maybe it's the brand of seat that they use inside of the car. Very small stickers. But for the small stickers, I don't really care if they're slightly misaligned. But if it's the bigger ones, then I care more about aligning them right. So that goes there. And now we need to build one on the opposite side of the build. With the reversal of the shape of the cheese slopes. Hoarder says, I need some of those whip parts in green to use for garden hose. Oh, that would be... I never thought about that. If someone makes a mock of a house and they want to do some of the outside garden, backyard, front yard detailing, they could use one of those whip pieces as a hose. But I don't think Lego makes these whip pieces in green. They used to make some of the big whips in green for my favorite castle sets of all time as a Forestman. But I'm not sure if they've ever made the small whips in green. Anyway, so Alexandria, the reason why I decided to make you a mod is because on the days where you are online, you can act as the commander-in-chief for removing any of the doom scrollers that get out of control. Fortunately, there's been none of that riffraff today. Any of them works in green for you. Yeah, but the big whips, those would look too big for a garden hose, if you ask me. Rolled up one would be nice too. Just have it rolled up on the side of a house mark. Well, what you could do is you could take one of the black pieces and you could try to get some green paint and repaint it. That's what I did with some dark pink pieces. Sorry, that's what I did with the magenta slide, for example. I got some red paint and some white paint, and I mixed it to be the same shade of Paradisa classic pink, and I painted that piece to get it the way I wanted. Maybe you can get one of the more cheaper black whips and try to paint it green if any of the actual green whips are too expensive. Well, it's good that you're lurking, Dina. We appreciate all of the lurkers around here. We got 5 minutes to go in this stream, and the reason why and another reason why I decided to make you a mod, Alexandria, is because I trust you. So I think that's all of the pieces for bag 2. So I'm going to put the spare pieces off to the side here, and I'm going to prepare for my stream tomorrow. So we'll be live again in 23 hours. We'll be live again in 23 hours, and we'll be building bag... Actually, no, sorry. We won't be live because tomorrow's Thursday for me, Wednesday for most of y'all. So in 47 hours, we will be back building this set. And so I'm going to try and finish the Lego vending machine, no, the Lego minifigure vending machine on the Jungle live stream tomorrow. Hey, Contra, we're just about to end this stream. We finished building bag 2 of the Nigel Mansell Williams upscaled Formula 1 car. But if you haven't left a like on this stream, don't forget to do that. We're going for a target of 10 likes for every stream we do of these almost daily. So I'm going to open bag 3. Okay, so we will build bag 3 in 47 hours on my channel when we come back for the second edition of a building Lego sets daily. I just said what set we're building, Owen. Also, you're doing some art stuff, Contra. Nice. Yeah, we're going to be live almost every day at the same day, which is 9 p.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. in the UK, and 1 p.m. Eastern in Australia. So you just need to remember that. You just need to remember those times. I'll be live almost every day of the week. Well, Hoarder, that's also because I stopped streaming for a while, so I didn't need any mods anymore. But now that I'm back to doing regular streams, while I do my research and figure out who's more likely to be here for the majority of the week. If I trust you, I might inquire about you becoming a mod. So that could happen with anyone who I develop trust with, and if they're more likely to be here than not. I'm doing a lot of research, so we'll see how everything goes. And I'm happy with the set so far. I need to rebuild my the Ayrton Senna car because that fell off the shelf and I need to put that back together. So I'll probably do that after I finish building this set. Yeah. So I'll see everyone in 47 hours. So thank you for watching this stream. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Let's see if we got to 10 likes. Just going to see very quickly. Going to see if we got to 10 likes. Yes, we got to 12 likes. So thank you for 12 likes, everybody. If anyone wants to talk to me after the stream, you can contact me on any of my social media platforms. My DMs will be open until I go to bed. So thanks for watching this stream. I'll see you on my next live stream in 47 hours. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.